Schlumbergera is a genus of bushy, perennial cacti native to the tropical rainforests of South America. There are about 9 species of these epiphytic plants that in the wild grow on humid and shaded habitats such as tree branches and mossy rocks. Schlumbergera is commonly called Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus and Easter cactus because they usually bloom during the holiday season. They are not cold hardy plants and can only grow outdoors in USDA zones 10 to 12. They are best grown as houseplants in the colder regions of North America. Schlumbergeras are grown for their beautiful, exotic flowers. They produce abundant beautiful tubular red, yellow, pink, purple, or white blooms with proper care. The flattened stem segments are glossy green with indented notches at margins. Schlumbergeras are easy to grow, and they can be very long-lived. They are best treated as a hanging plant to allow the segmented stems to hang and drape from the container. Schlumbergeras are often available in most garden centers and grocery stores starting in fall and all the way to early spring. They are best planted in light and very well-draining soil. Use a potting medium that is a mix of equal parts peat moss, perlite and compost. Or you can also use potting mix specifically made for cacti and succulents. It is also important to use a container that has adequate drainage holes. Schlumbergeras prefer bright, indirect light. Exposing them to too much direct sunlight during summer can make the leaves turn yellow. They can live in areas of low light, but they will flower far more often when exposed to more light. They prefer a more humid environment. You can place the pot on a tray that's filled with pebbles. Fill the tray with water to a level that is just below the bottom of the pot. The pot shouldn't be sitting directly in water. Another way to boost humidity is to mist the plant 2 or 3 times a week. What differentiates Schlumbergeras from other cacti and succulents is that they require consistent moisture. Water thoroughly to maintain evenly moist soil when the plant is in bud and flowering. Make sure excess water is running out the drainage holes. Overly wet soil can cause root and stem rot. Water less frequently after the plants are done blooming. Feed your plants once a month in late spring and throughout the summer months. Use half the recommended strength of a balanced liquid fertilizer. When the flower buds start to form in fall, change to a low nitrogen and high phosphorus and potassium fertilizer. Prune Schlumbergeras right after it blooms. Use a clean, sharp pruner or scissors to cut off 1 or 2 segments of each stem. This will encourage the plant to branch out. The plants may be susceptible to aphids and mealybugs. Any infestations can be removed using a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol. Or you can also spray the plant with horticultural insecticidal soap, or apply neem oil on the stems. Avoid overwatering to prevent fungal diseases. To get your plants to rebloom, move them to a cool location that gets at least 12 hours of darkness for 6 weeks in late summer to fall. And reduce watering during this time. Move the plant to its usual location once the buds start to form and resume regular watering. When the plants are in bloom, do not expose them to sudden changes in temperature as this will cause the flowers and buds to drop. Schlumbergera can be propagated from stem cuttings. Cut a segment of the stem, and dip the end in rooting hormone. Plant the cutting directly in a 4-inch size pot filled with fresh cactus mix. Keep the soil slightly moist but not wet. Once new stems appear after 10 weeks, it can be repotted in a larger container. Schlumbergera can live long enough to be passed down to the next generation. Propagating them is quite easy that you can have several plants to give as gifts during the holiday season. Thank you for watching.